Well, good morning, Yuriki. In case you don't know, my name is Yuri, and I'm making and posting these videos for myself, as well as anyone else that might find this content useful. And I've started doing this for two very specific reasons. Firstly, I've spent hours and hours of watching 15, 20, 30-minute YouTube videos, subscribe to 5 or more channels, and not getting what I'm looking for. And I'm sorry, and this is just my opinion, but I don't want to hear that the price will go up or down today. I do not want to know what was predicted last month, last year. I don't want to know in what hotel you're staying in which country you're on holiday, in which car you just bought. Neither do I want to see an emergency or a danger entitled video, because in my view, that danger should have been explained and it should have been prepared for. I want to know what's going to happen today. I want to get in and out of a trade as quickly as possible with the correct prediction level, and I want my trades to be profitable. At the same time, secondly, I want to rate myself and check the accuracy of my previous videos and better myself as a trader with an accurate percentage rating of what was predicted wrong and what was not. I should rather say what was predicted right and what was not. With that said and done, and with the understanding that this is not financial advice and that I cannot be held responsible for or accountable for any of this content that are my own opinion and views. Let's jump right into this. Yuriki, now on Saturday morning, it was around about 4 o'clock in the morning. It was around about over here. Well, actually, it was over here where you drew the line. It was just after 4 o'clock. The price at that stage was 26,911, and you said that the price would go. It was basically over here. You said you believe that the price is gonna go up. Tick, correct, happened. That was at exactly 7 minutes into that video. Yuriki, if you want to go and check yourself, you said that you believe that the price will go up. Price went up. Tick, correct. On your personal position that you were in, Yuriki, which was a long, you said that you will sell that position or get out of that position at 27050 because of this triangle. As soon as he hits that line, I will sell, get out of my position. So that happened. I sold at 27050. Tick, that happened. Oh, then I also said, with regards to the triangle that I've drawn, I would not go into, I would either go into a long or a short depending on if we get a 4 hour candle close above um, this current line. So I sold and I got out of my position at 27050. I went into a short, which we'll get into now, and the reason for that. But depending on that, I will first have a look to see if we get a 4 hour close, which we just did. Well, it was the last 4 hour that we just did, and then I would either wait for the price to go. I will either go into a long at 27,100. It has not come down that far yet, or I would go into a short then at that 27,050 if the price drops. So, what does that do to my prediction rating? I have now made and posted 20 videos. I have 14 of them correct, from 13 to 14 correct. I have 5 neutral, one which was wrong, so that gives me a percentage. Actually, I'm lying. I've made 21 videos. 15 of them were correct, 5 was neutral, 1 was wrong, gives me a percentage win ratio of 95.24%. Exactly what I said was going to happen, did. Now, let's have a look. What is going to happen today? So this triangle that I've drawn over here, I said that I believe that the price would go up to more or less 20. Well, it could go up as high as 27.3. Let's call it 27,400. So that still gives a little bit of room for the price to go up. This triangle has now been negated because it has what I said would happen happened. So let's draw a new one and see. I will take the top of the previous highest line, which was over there. We have not actually gone higher than that one yet, but I'll connect it to that one. I will do the same with the lowest one that we have had, which was over there. I am going to connect these lines to give me a new triangle shape. Then I would take the top from that line to the bottom of that line, and then depending on where the price is at that stage, where these two lines meet, if the price is below that, I expect the price to go down. Price is above that, I expect it to go up. Pretty close at this stage. It's a really difficult one to call, but it is Monday morning. There will definitely, most surely, be a gap on the CME futures chart because price and on Friday basically closed over here. So it is now let's call it 30 minutes past 4 in the morning on the 16th of October. Price currently at this stage is 27, let's call it 27 to 60. And I believe that the price will go down today. I believe that the price should come down to more or less 26,850 so that we can at least fill that gap on the CME futures chart. It doesn't always have to happen, and it doesn't always have to happen immediately. So Yuriki, on my own personal position, what would I do? I'm currently in a short. I'm not concerned about that. Again, I will add to my short as long as we go on. So I'm going to put in on my personal trade, I'm going to put in another short now at 27 to 80. If it does touch that, come up and touch that line again, that entry price of mine will go higher. And if it does go through this line, I'll add to that short as long as I need to for it to get back into a profitable position. If I was not in a position, again, difficult one. I don't even know if the price will come down this low again. We've got a very good we have got a very nice support line over here, although we haven't come down to touch it again. So I would go, if I was not in a position, I would go into a short at 27,300. I would sell that position when we get to 29, let's call it 27,000. And if I waited for the price to come down, I was a little bit too scared, I would wait and I would enter a long at 26,800. And that would be more or less my strategy for today. That's what I'm seeing. Let's have a look and we'll see what happens. Now to end off, Yuriki, 4 golden rules that you always need to remember. Don't get emotional about your trades. Just as you should not act on anything that happens in your life today that you do not have control over, don't act when a trade goes wrong. Prepare for what might happen, except for what can't. Number 2, never ever play more than you can afford to lose. Every trade has got risk attached to it. If you can't afford to lose it, then don't enter it. Never ever, number 3, never ever enter a position with everything that you've got at once or at your disposal. Go into intervals just for in case the price goes the other way. You will get your entry price will get a little bit higher or lower depending on which, if you're in a long or a short, but it would make it easier to either get a break even or to just get out with a very small profit. And number 4, and lastly, take profit by putting in a take profit as much and as soon as you can. And with that, Yuriki, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say trust the triangle, trade the lines.